Hey there, you looking kinda cute. Please consider subscribing and check out our Patreon for more. Enjoy the video. Marie Calvert was glad she had just bought another company. It was a small printing company that had done well. The proprietor had retired. She now owned a high-end dress shop, a cheap women's shop, a beauty salon, a family diner, and a car lot. She was the best businesswoman in the whole area and came in first in most of the businesses. People knew her as a tough woman who had a tight grip on things. When she got home that night, she told her maid, Margot, that she had bought the printing company and that she had fought two men who wanted to get money before they made a serious deal. John, her husband, walked in, and she had to tell him. He was glad for her. After hugging, they went to eat dinner. While he was eating, she told him to cut his food up. He did what she said. He asked her for money to get his hair cut, and she said that he didn't go anywhere, so why did he need a haircut? She knew he was being stubborn, so he didn't go after it. That was the third time in a month that he had asked for money to get his hair cut. She had a different reason each time to keep him away. That night, as they got ready for bed, Marie saw a small tear in his underwear. She told him to get rid of them because they were useless. After getting him a new pair, she looked over all of them. Each pair had something wrong with it for her. Either they had a small hole or were stressed out in some way. They hadn't bought any new clothes in a long time. When she looked at his underwear, she saw small holes in them, and they were added to the pile on the floor. When she was done, his underwear and pants were all over the floor. She told him that tomorrow, Margot would take care of them. He asked her what she thought he should wear, and she dressed him up and gave him a pair of her underwear to wear. He said he wasn't sure, but did it anyway. When he looked up, she was standing there with a nightgown out for him to wear. It was on him without a doubt. It was clear that she could dress me up after that. As they got dressed the next morning, she told him to leave his clothes on the bed next to him. She found hers under her pillow at night while she was lying on her side. She told him to keep his underwear on because he didn't have any of his own to put on. He made a face, but they stayed on. Marie was the first to finish breakfast, so she hugged him and put in some work. He finished his quickly and ran for his computer room. He knew they were together because he saw Marie talking to Margot, and they talked about him. He could hear Margot cleaning the floor in the hall outside his door. As the sound went away, he let out a sigh of relief. He did not like how she looked at him after Marie left. She had that smile on her face. It looked like she was about to jump. After more than an hour of silence, he calmed down and thought maybe it was all in his head. When the door opened, Margot was there. "I saw the two pretty nightgowns when I was making the bed. You should wear the same clothes during the day as you do at night. I think they can help you with that. A good maid helps people get ready, you know. I'm properly dressed. I can get dressed on my own. But you look so different from how you dressed last night. I want to know how you looked last night. I'm sure you were very pretty. Come with me, and I'll help you get dressed right. I told you I was dressed the way I like. Have you any work to do?" He shivered as she moved toward him. She took his arm, and he was as light as a fly when they picked him up. She led him down the hall to her 3-room house or apartment. He had never been to her place before, and when he walked in, he saw that it was spotlessly clean and well-organized. He saw her bedroom when he went into the next room. He looked at the bathroom door, which was only partly open. After that, he saw some clothes on the bed. She grabbed the front of his shirt with her free hand and pulled. Lots of buttons went flying everywhere. He was given a bra and told to put it on. He moved the bands around his arms and was having trouble putting it on. She caught it for him. After that, she gave him a garter belt, telling him to put the garters inside his nice underwear. He went as slowly as possible. Then it was the nylons that she had to show him how to put on. Then a lacy pink slip showed up, which she said was made just for him. She helped him put on the pink dress with the white lace around the edges. He took a look. There was nowhere else she could have put the lace. She told him that she worked on the dress for a week while she zipped the little buttons on his back. She went to her closet and pulled out a pink pair of shoes with 3-inch heels. He put them on right away, and she told him to do something for her. He did it while being shocked. She told him that he liked the way she looked and the color pink. After that, she said he was missing something and was sure of what it was. She took him into her bathroom and had him sit on the small stool there. She quickly went away and came back to tie a big pink ribbon around his hair, putting it up in a way that looked as girly as possible. She then told him that the housewife always wears makeup. When she was done, he had light pink frosted makeup on. He put on blush on top of his foundation and eyeshadow with eyeliner. That was all she could do. When she told him it was lunchtime, he went with her to the kitchen. It was a little hard for him to walk in those heels, but it wasn't bad. They ate at the bar, and it was quiet until he was done. "There is lipstick on your teeth. Afterward, you need to do it again every single time. Now you can go. There's a small mirror behind the pantry door so you can look at how you look when people come over." He went and did it again as ordered. When he got there, he saw her smile from the pantry. "That dress does make you look so cute. I believe you should wear dresses all the time. They look great on you and match such a great personality. You have to agree that you're not the manliest man in the whole world." He went to his computer room very angry about what had happened. Right away, he tried to take the dress off by unbuttoning it. He finally gave up and logged into his computer. He knew Marie had to go home, but he didn't go with her like he always did. He didn't want her to see him dressed up. When the door opened, Marie walked in. "You look really nice. I really like your makeup. Get up so I can see how your new dress makes you look." He got up and looked at the floor with red cheeks. She told him he looked great when he turned around. She came over and hugged him. "She told me you looked pretty in your dress when she called me. I thought you looked better than this. She told me you had to bring you more dresses and other clothes to wear. Your own clothes are already getting worn out. The only thing is, your hair needs some work. I'm going to call Mary Beth and ask her if you can come in for a haircut." He wasn't sure about all of this. He liked the feeling of dresses, but felt embarrassed. He was told it was time for dinner. As he came in, Margot said something about how he was now walking with his heels on. This wasn't necessary for him. He said nothing. While they ate, Marie told him she had talked to Mary Beth, and she agreed to take him at 8 o'clock the next day, and they didn't have anything planned until 10. She told him she'd take him there and then get him after he was done. He knew that things wouldn't go as planned to get a haircut. As they went to bed that night, Marie told him she thought he looked better than she did. "If I had known you would look that good in a dress, I would have had you in one a long time ago." He was shocked when Marie gave him a blue slip the next morning to put on, and then she held out a blue dress with a full skirt that was decorated with yellow roses on it. He put it on, but it wasn't right. She caught him off guard when she gave him a pair of blue shoes to wear. She told him he didn't need to brush his hair because Mary Beth would take care of it soon. He had forgotten everything about that. He didn't say anything while they ate breakfast. Marie instructed him to hurry because they were going to the beauty salon soon. In 10 minutes, he was in the beauty salon. He heard Marie say to make up her own mind about what to do. She told Mary Beth that he might also benefit from getting a manicure and that she would pick out a color for him. Mary Beth went to work on him after she left. As she worked and did his nails, he liked the way the grinding and smoothing went, and she began to put on color. He asked if that was enough. She said it was his wife's choice. He had bright red nails when she was done. They sparkled. Then she said she had a few minutes left before she fixed his face when the answer was ready. She told him she was filling in with the right colors for him. He had no idea what she meant. She finally took the plastic hat off his head and began brushing and shaping his hair. She told him his face looked great with great hair to brush. He thought she was a mess. She brushed his hair a lot and then started spraying it with something. She told him she was putting glitter in his hair because it cried out for it. Then she got a different can and started putting another spray on his hair. He knew what the smell was, being hairspray from the last time Marie used it. When she was done, he turned around to look at himself in the mirror. He only saw a bunch of curls and waves. He felt stupid and ashamed when he looked at himself. Marie was being called by Mary Beth to come to get him. After 10 minutes, Marie showed up. She thought he looked great and told Mary Beth how great her work was. She said it would be nice for her to get an extra check this week. Then she startled him. "I need to take a shot of you because you look so good. You seem like a famous person." With the digital camera she always had with her, she took some pictures of him. Then she told him to give her a nice smile for a pretty good picture of him. He tried to smile, even though he felt awkward but happy inside. She took him home and stayed with him. While they were inside, she called Margot and told her how great he looked when she got there. He thought someone was making fun of him, which made him feel silly. He was getting more angry by the minute. He walked quickly to his computer room. After a short time, Margot called him to lunch. He gave her a mean look while he ate his sandwich and soup. "Don't stare at me. I only told you to dress the way you are. You are more women than men, and I just helped you get the part. You do. You stay at home, and you might as well get used to that. I really like how shiny your nails are." He didn't answer. He was getting more and more angry. It had been getting angry with him. He was done with lunch and went to his computer room. He tried to take the dress off, but he couldn't slide it off long enough to take off the dress. He used the computer to play a few games and then went online. A certain place made him want to write something down. He took a pen out of his desk drawer. It was next to the cute scissors. After writing down the note, it hit him. He took the scissors and went to the bathroom. He knew Marie had put on nail polish for a day but didn't like it, so took it off. There must be a way to take it off. He took a look in the drawers, and in the second box, there was a bottle that said, "Polish loser." He was shocked at how quickly he took the nail polish off. After that, he began cutting off his curls and waves. A pile of hair was on the floor after a few minutes. After 30 minutes, there was a big stack of cloth strips on the floor. He had even broken up the nylons. He tried to find Margot. She was in the kitchen when he found her. The bathroom and bedroom are a mess. He saw her move slowly toward the bathroom and bedroom. He was still mad, but he felt better. He worked on his computer to get rid of his anger. It didn't help, so he closed his computer and went to the backyard. He hadn't been out there in a long time. He sat on the swing and pushed it hard with his feet. He was still mad, but things were getting better. Still, he swung when Marie walked out next to him. She saw him for a second and thought he was crazy because his hair was so crooked and his eyes were red with anger. "What took place with you? Why did you do that?" "It was my choice to do it. If I'm going to be a girl, I want to do it my way. I always had feminine feelings, but when you pick a dress for me, it feels awkward. I only want to change into a girl if it can be my way. I've struggled with this feeling forever and want to come out my way and my way only." On the glider, she sat down next to him. "Oh, John, I'm sorry. I fell in love with you the moment I saw you in that pretty dress. You did look pretty. I thought I could help you by choosing everything for you. I would never have done it if I knew it was making you that upset. You should know that I love you. We will do it your way. Take it slow and only go forward if you can go forward." He felt better after that. "I guess I'll forgive you if we can go shopping later today where I choose the dresses. Of course, honey, everything are my little princess." Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Patreon for a lot more content and early access to YouTube videos.